Hey folks, thanks for tuning in. This is Bruno Versace, real estate agent with Compass Realty in Walnut Creek, California. Hey, first and foremost, I want to thank you folks for personally reaching out to me. You could have put a comment below, but instead, some of you folks actually emailed me, which I was very impressed that you reached out to that point. If you want to email me, first thing you gotta do is click on my face, which is right here. You have to probably scroll down a little bit from the YouTube video. Then when you get to here, this is my actual YouTube channel, and you can see right here, you got my email, and you also have my phone number, and you can call me or text me as well. Yeah, I know people try to click on it and it's like, it's not clickable. I know I'm still new to YouTube, I'm working on it. It's a little bit of a learning curve here, so just bear with me. But one of the things that was mentioned in the feedback was that in that previous video, I covered a lot of stuff, and if there's any way I can just chop it up a little bit and make it into like more segments or topics where I can explain things in more detail, absolutely. Okay, so now your home was off the market because it expired, unfortunately. What do? Fire your agent? No, of course not. It wasn't his fault. Or was it? Or was it your fault, being the seller, his client? Maybe it was both of you guys' fault. Who's gonna take responsibility? Right now, it doesn't matter. Look, first thing you guys gotta do is talk, figure out what happened, come up with a better marketing plan, just hug it out, figure things out, because nobody's here to point fingers at anybody right now. Okay, so now that you want to relist a house, we're gonna talk about getting a good price, and we'll talk about that in a minute. First thing, I'm sure you still wanna get the price you want, which is also very important. With that said, let's say your home is in the market 30, 60, or 90 days. Now, most likely your agent signed a 90-day contract with you when you first put the home on the market. Not that it takes 90 days to sell a home sell in 30 days or less, but it just beats repeating, signing paperwork over and over again in case there's a problem, like your home does expire, and as the case is here. With that said, I'm willing to bet that your home probably expired after the 30-day mark, because after 30 days, 30, 40, 45 days, the longer the home stays in the market, a buyer might actually look at the home and really like the house, but then he sees it's been on the market for 45 days. The first thing he's gonna think about is like, what's wrong with the home? There's gotta be something wrong with the home. I can tell you right now, I'm 99.9% sure the only thing wrong with the home, most of the time, is the price. The price was the problem with the home, and that's why we're gonna talk about price right now, how to price it right the second time. Okay, you folks remember in that last video, I said price is everything. If you forget everything I ever teach you in any of these videos, remember one thing, price is everything. Whoa. Gotta start figuring out how to edit these videos a little bit better. Another thing I want you guys to remember is this. A house is only worth what someone's willing to pay for it, okay? Regardless of I'll say it again, regardless of the economy, regardless of the stock market, regardless of the housing market, a home is only worth what someone's willing to pay for it. Another commonly asked question is this: what exactly is the market or the housing market? Now, many people, including myself, especially as a new agent, I thought when the economy went up, housing prices went up. When the economy went down, housing prices went down. That's not the case. In fact, the answer is people make the market. That's why a house is only worth what a buyer is willing to pay for it. And yes, of course, depending on what state you live in, the area, the neighborhood, all these are variables. But at the end of the day, people set the pace for the real estate market. So now that we know how that works, let's put everything together. Okay, so regardless if your home expired 30, 60, or 90 days ago, you have to come up with a new price. And that's called a comparable market analysis. That's kind of a fancy way. I mean, that's the official term. I don't think it's really an analysis. We're not really analyzing anything. I call it a market price proposal. It's a lot more simpler, it's more understandable, and what we're doing is simply that. We're putting a proposal out there for what your home is actually worth. Now, even if it's been a little bit more than 30 days since your home expired, for example, you put it on the market 45 days ago, 35 days ago, and it expired, even though it's a very short period of time, a lot of things can happen in your neighborhood that you don't know about that could actually be hindering the price of your home, make it higher or lower. For example, we have to compare now what's been selling in your neighborhood. If you have a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home, for example, we have to compare other 3-bedroom, 2-bath homes with yours. We compare apples to apples and oranges to oranges. We compare the active listings and the sold listings. Now, there are pending listings, or if there are pending listings out in that area, we can only take them at face value. So for example, if it was listed at, I don't know, $500,000, we can only use that comp or compare it with that $500 price point because we don't know if the offer that they accepted was higher or lower, okay? I mean, yeah, I can always call the agent, but sometimes, you know, they don't have to respond. They don't have to even be obligated to give me a price. Some of them even have an attitude. I don't know why, it's not that serious, but whatever. Okay, so how's this new price for your home determined? I'm glad you asked. You came to the right place. Now, I'd like to personally show you how we determine the value of your home, regardless if it's an expired listing or not. As long as everything's still current and relevant, we can get a real-time accurate value of your home. Let me show you how right now, really quick, on my desktop computer. What's a desktop? Yeah, I know it's a dinosaur, but it still works. Let me show you real quick. Okay, so here we are at my dinosaur computer, but you can see it's still crisp and clear. It works very well, and I actually even zoomed in like 200% because I know 99.9% of you guys out there are actually watching this on your cell phone, so hopefully this is a big help. But anyway, this is called CMA Cloud. This is what real estate agents pay for. It's part of our annual membership with the MLS. Amazingly, I know agents that will actually go to Zillow or Trulia and just look around there and then pick a price and tell their clients, yeah, that's what it says it's worth in the market. But I think they do their clients a disservice because this here is so much more better than Trulia, so much more better than Zillow, much more accurate, very user-friendly, and most importantly, it's real-time specific. That's what I like about it. Like, it's happening right now. In fact, I already pulled everything up that I need to know here. There's a lot of information here. I'm not going to bombard you all this and just take up more time. This will be really quick because I'm going to show you exactly what happens when we look for a new price. So your home expired, your agent should go here and say, okay, let's see what's going on in this neighborhood. And they're going around, you're poking around, putting things together. So everything in the gray, we actually took out because it's not comparable to this home here. This is the listing home, okay, that we're going to list. So remember, apples with apples, oranges with oranges. All these here either are 2 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms, way too big, way too small. Whatever the case, they were not comparable. Now, most homes are not exactly perfect or exactly like each other, but every once in a while you get lucky like we did here. So I'll show you. We got this is the address, 4764 Palomino Court in Antioch. It's 5 bedrooms, 3 baths, 2,512 square feet. It was built in 1995. So what the computer does, it pulls everything. I go back 4 months, 3 to 4 months. And this time I went back 4 months because it's the middle of January already. I'm sorry, January, middle of September. Therefore, I'm going to go back at least 4 months to see what kind of activity was happening. And this was happening out there. And there's a ledger down here that would have showed me, active, solds, and pendings, and withdrawals, and expireds if I wanted to choose that. But I didn't need all that. I just wanted to see what was active, sold, and pending. There was no pendings at this time, okay? But there's one active and there's one sold. So all the other ones here I took out because you can see here is like 4 bedrooms, 4 bedrooms. Now this is a 5 bedroom. Here's one that's comparable, okay? And let me show you. Here's the house that we're going to put hopefully on the market this month. But you can see what's going on. It's a 2-bedroom garage. 2-car garage, 5 bedrooms, 3 baths, just like some of the comparables out there that I just showed you. And this is how it looks. It's a very nice, clean house. It's move-in ready. Very minor wear and tear. We got the carpets cleaned. I took these pictures before that. We got the carpets cleaned. The paint's fine. It's an empty house. It needs some updating. I mean, you can see tile. Your countertops rather than granite, but overall it is livable. It's a nice big house. I sold this house to her like several years ago. Now she's ready to move out, and I know the neighborhood well. I know this home very well, and we give it a price back then at $740. Okay, and this one here you can see now. Look at this house. It looks similar except it's a 3-car garage, and this sold for $740. But at the time they listed it, you can see list price $675. And then when they finally closed, they listed it on the 13th of May, and they sold it on about almost a month later, on the 7th of June, and they sold it for $740. So they got actually more than their asking price, which is great. And then on the other comparable we have here, look at this. Now this doesn't happen all that often. I took out these pendings because you can see they're all 4 bedrooms. They did not, compatible to ours. But look at this one here, at 4710 Broomtail Court, 5 bedrooms, 3 baths, 2,512 square feet, built in 1997. The listing that we have here was built in 1995. It's 2 years, younger than. But I look at these pictures here. Now this is where it gets a little concerning. Look at this house. Technically, it's just like the listing we are about to list, as you can see that. Okay, so if your agent sees this and you're about to put your house in the market, it should bring some concern because first of all, it's in mint condition. You can see they remodeled the whole thing here, staged it perfectly, and we'll talk about staging next week. Look at it. It's a gorgeous house. In fact, I'm sure it's remodeled. Welcome to this freshly updated. There you go. It's freshly updated. 2,500 square foot plus. 5 bedrooms, 3 baths. And if I read here, this home has 5 bedrooms and 3 full baths, but does not say anything about being a downstairs
bedroom. This particular home that we have there's a bedroom and a bath and a full bath downstairs, which is actually a good selling point. But this is gorgeous house, even though all the bedrooms are upstairs. Now it's just a matter of what the buyer prefers, you know. But this is going to be very difficult to compete with here. Okay, so this is what we got going here. Let me look at the kitchen. Wow, beautiful house. Yeah. So the kitchen. Oh, they didn't put any pictures of the kitchen. Looks like maybe not. Oh, wait, backyard. Yeah, it starts all over again. Okay. Nonetheless, yeah, it's a really nice house. So, and that's a good price, $678. Considering that if they put this out back in June, they probably got maybe a good almost, I'm sure $775, close to $800,000. But this is, here's the thing though, this was a little concerning. That's a good price. DOM stands for days on market. So it's been on the market for 22 days. Why is a house this gorgeous still sitting there? Because the market is shifting. It's slowing down a little bit. And now, you know, from 740, I put in the new prices. Look what happens here. 678 is that beautiful home we just looked at. 709, the medium and the average price is about the same, as you can see. Well, it's actually exactly the same here. That's the average price for a house in that area. And then we got, you know, on the high end, 740. But this house here that we just looked at is way above average, but they actually put it on the market below the average price because they're trying to sell it, but it's just not moving. So this area has slowed down some. So now, you know, if this was your list, if this was your listing that expired and you want to put it back in the market, unfortunately, like I'm going to have to tell my client, you know, there's a big shift in the market. You know, 3 months ago, you would have got $100,000 more. Now, you know, she only has two choices. Either you put it on the market now, or she have to wait it out till next year. Is there any guarantee next year? Of course not. But financially, she can afford it because, you know, she's got another house and financially she's okay. But some people can't, and they have to sell now. So if that's the case, then they have no choice but to hopefully go on a lower price. Under the circumstances, just looking at this, even though, you know, the listing we have is in pretty good shape, normal wear and tear, a little TLC here and there, has a brand new AC, I know that. I'm gonna have to come in, and if she wants to put this in the market, we're gonna have to put this house in the market probably for like $625, maybe $650. And see if we can get anybody to jump in and take that one, because the one around the corner is still sitting there at $679, and it's brand new almost. So that's how this works. So right now, if this was a listing that expired, I was to put it back in the market. Unfortunately, we'll have to go $100,000 less than previously because the way the market has shifted. So I hope this is informative. I hope you enjoyed the video. And of course, if you have any comments or questions, feel free to reach out anytime. Thanks for watching.
Okay, that's about it. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for watching that little segment about pricing, and I hope you learned something from it. I hope you enjoyed it and got something out of it. You know, this video went a little bit longer than normal because I had to make it important. Price is everything, and I hope that's what you got out of this video today. So next week we're going to talk about staging. Okay, is staging important? You tell me. You saw some of the competition, what they're doing just to get their homes sold a little bit faster and for a higher price. So staging is important. We'll touch on that subject next week. I do this every Tuesday. I call it Talking Tuesday. I'm the one doing the talking. You're listening, but at least we're doing this. And everything I'm talking about here, there's a link below. As I said before, just go ahead and click on that link, and you get a free copy of everything we just spoke about, more or less. It's the printed version, but you know, you're just watching the videos every Tuesday. Meet me here. Subscribe, like, share. I would appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.